Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Intersect Town Hall. I let Vani to get us kicked off, and I see still few people are joining in, but we can already get started. And Vani, the floor is yours.
All right, on you go. So this is the Intersect Town Hall, run for now by Swarm, but in the long run, hopefully run by the community. So welcome. First of all, we're going to do a quick intro to Intersect in case there's anyone who doesn't know what it is. It's a members-based organisation for the Cardano ecosystem, which is tasked with ensuring that Cardano's continuity and future development happen, and by bringing stakeholders together. So you can find out more at that link, and I will put a link to the slides in a minute in the chat, so you can follow that link and find out. All right, so next, what is a town hall? Some of you already know because you remember them from Catalyst, but a town hall is a regular meeting for a community to come together, to share updates, and to discuss important issues. So it's somewhere ideally where you can meet lots of people at once and people from all sections of your community. It should be an open space where anyone can stand up and share something, but there is a structure. So we have different slots where different community members can bring content, and we'll say a little bit more about that later and about how you can add your content and make sure it's here. So yeah, Town Hall basically is shaped by the community it serves. So what it's like depends on who's there, and that's you. And then we should maybe outline what is an after town hall. That is the more informal bit. It's like the after party. It's a community-led event that happens immediately after a town hall. It consists of a series of breakout rooms, each facilitated by a community member about a topic of interest to them. So you could do something about some work you're doing, something you're developing. You could do something discussing an issue that you care about. You could have an interview with somebody that you find interesting. Breakout rooms all take place simultaneously, and people just pick which one they want to go to. And you can hop, actually, you can hop from one to the other if you want. Anyone can sign up to run one and can run it in whatever style they like. And the Swarm team, we can offer support if you need it with planning, facilitating, documenting, any of those things. Just let us know in the form, which is on the next slide. And that's where you can sign up to run an after town hall. So please do, please think about doing so. And yeah, it is first come, first served, but at the moment, I don't think that's an issue. So yeah, it'd be good to have people signing up and coming and presenting whatever they want to present. Right, so just a quick run through today's agenda. We've just done all the welcome and introduction, and in a minute, I'm going to hand over to Tevo to do an interesting little Zoom polling exercise. Then we've got those community updates that we were talking about, and some updates from the Intersect staff team, and a bit of information about how you can get your update into this town hall. And then we've got another little participatory activity, which we're calling human interfacing. So we'll leave you to find out exactly what that is in a minute. And then we move to after town hall at about 25 to the hour. Right, over to you, Tebo.
Yep. Well, thank you. So with the Zoom polling, let me get this thing going, and there should be soon an option to open. But right now, because I'm sharing screen, this stuff are all hidden. So we need to find polls, quizzes, launch, and okay, it now shows that there is a poll going on. I will leave it open while they're still going to be on discussions, and somewhere at the end we're going to close it. There will be two questions. I assume they're going to be in sequence, and basically it's more of a sentiment gathering. One is for a constitutional related topic, and one is related to governance power. So if you have any questions, this is a quick moment if you want. I see already some results are coming in. So yeah, again, the poll quizzes button is on the Zoom chat. If you're on the device, it might be not in here, and then you will have a more option somewhere in the corner to find that polls and quizzes feature. And that will open up a panel where you can do some voting. Yeah, and that would be this small polling site from me, a quick note. And next step will be a town hall planning sessions and how we have been doing. And this was this quiz idea, and these questions are coming from the town hall work group. So if you are interested to provide or find some sentiment from the members in here, give us some information in the Intersect Town Hall channel or join us to the work group. But Vanessa, would you mind sharing a bit on Town Hall problem board?
Yeah, I mean, just to keep things brief, let's not actually go to the problem board in this meeting, but you can see a link to it there and you can have a little look at what we've been doing. The key issues in our 2 sessions this month, as Tebo said, we have a planning meeting on the first and second Thursday of every month where the community can get involved in actually planning the town hall. And the key issues that came up are trying to get more after town hall sign-ups. So we've said that already, and I just want to underline it. Firming up our agenda structure. So anybody who was here at town hall last month will kind of hopefully see that we're a little bit tighter and we've kind of refined it a little bit, what slots we want to have and what we want to cover in a town hall. But the other one was the question of how do we reach people who don't attend town hall? There are Intersect members out there who never come. How do we find them? And how do, can we make town hall more appealing to them? So that is going to be a focus in our next planning session on Thursday, the 1st of August. So hope to see you there. And if you've got any ideas on that one, we'd really love to hear them. All right.
Yeah, so over this month, also last time we asked for people to submit some work group updates or committee updates or any kind of group you are in Intersect and share a bit some news we could provide in these town halls. For now, we didn't get any submissions. So I was part of few work groups, so we can spend the time where we were and some updates from our side. For example, in marketing work group, they are now looking for agencies and some looking to ways if there are internal team members who are working on marketing because the budget timeline is ticking to get the budget for the 2025 marketing, and I think even this year's marketing budget is on planning. And another work group was open source committee, and that was my first meeting there. It was interesting to see that they're basically helping to establish new work groups. So if you're wondering where are these work groups coming from and prioritizing them and making sense, does it fit or should it be combined? So they're helpful bunch to kind of coordinate these kinds of bubbling up initiatives. And another thing they're currently working on is setting up a place for a seat selection. So they want to make the committee the next election place. How it's going to be panned out is not yet clear. So if you're interested to provide your experience how to run these elections, you can join their sessions and provide that insight. On the next slides, here is the template we shared. So everybody will have an option to share something new, add an image, and each of them will make a copy of the slide and then can send us back it in the Intersect Town Hall channel. And we will make sure that then all of these updates are incorporated into the Intersect Town Halls. All right, I take it. Let's move on to the staff updates. And I guess this is Jack who will help us to kick us in, or perhaps Afik.
Jack, do you want to take on the first go, and then I'll talk about the codex? Unless Jack's not.
Yeah, happy to. Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Tivo, hey everyone. Happy Thursday. Forget what day of the week it is. Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch the agenda, Tivo, before the call. I was running around trying to help communicate the new node release, 9.1.0. So Is there any specific thing you wanted to call out, Tivo, and I can try and speak to it?
No, this is all up to you, what you want to announce in the Intersect
all right,
Town
cool.
Hall.
All right, thanks, Tivo. So there's obviously lots going on as always. The particular focus at the moment is on the Constitution workshops and the drafting of the Constitution. And then, of course, as I just talked about, Node 9.1.0 is out as of sort of last night. So that is the final node candidate to bring on-chain decision-making to Cardano. So it's super exciting. We are very, very, very close now. There is a dedicated readiness page that is sort of the first of its kind readiness page that is visible on our knowledge base. I will try and get the link and put it into the chat for those to take a look at it. It's quite good. It gives you the entire ecosystem sort of landscape and how ready each player is in and what state they're in to be ready for Chang. And essentially the hard fork will happen when everyone or when enough people signal that they are ready. And so roughly speaking, that's about 75% of SBOs need to upgrade to the latest node version, and then we can trigger a hard fork using the combinator event so that we can then bring the first of the governance changes to Cardano onto mainnet. So it's that's super exciting. So what we've been talking about the last pretty much since November 2022 with the SIP 1694, that is now starting to come to fruition. And if all goes well and SBOs are mobilizing as fast as they can, and then we get exchanges and we get dApps and we get wallets and we've got every sort of all of the big ecosystem players on board, we should be able to hard fork by the end of August at the sort of latest. So it could be well earlier than that, depending on everyone's uptake. So it's really exciting. Yeah, we are very close now. And during this period, we're also going to have this in parallel, the consultation period on the Constitution, as I mentioned. So we've got 50 workshops that have been confirmed. We're actually a bit of a sneak peek, actually. It's coming out tomorrow. We're looking to expand those workshops. So we want 50 unique countries. So currently we've got 37 or 38 unique countries, can't remember exactly, that are hosting a workshop. But we'd like to get that to 50. So we're going to be reaching out to those that applied on the waiting list. Sorry, those that applied in the first round. There's a few of those on the waiting list. So there's 6 or 7 countries, unique countries on the waiting list that have scored very highly, but just missed out. So we're going to invite those to host a workshop. And then we're also going to open up applications again for countries that are not represented currently out of the 50 workshops. So we should be having, a few more workshops overall, but 50 unique countries. And then that really makes Buenos Aires much more a global spread. And hopefully the Constitution has had a really good global representation with diverse thinking. So that's really exciting. That's a sneak peek. That is not public yet. So it will be tomorrow. So hopefully that's quite exciting for people. And if you're interested in applying and you know that a country, your country or a country that you're closely affiliated to is not represented, then just get your, if you're thinking about hosting, the link will come out tomorrow. So that's that. And then Rare Evo is around the corner. So that's super close. That's in a 2 or 3 weeks. And probably a few people here will be attending. And then it's one of the largest community events for Cardano, I suppose, really only second to the summit, which will be in Dubai in October. We'll have a stand at Rare Evo sharing the spot with Emergo and the Cardano Foundation. So that's pretty cool. We're going to have a nice Cardano themed area. And we'll be doing workshops on DREPs, workshops on the Constitution, and then doing a bit of a panel as well, talking about everything that Intersect is focusing on, which essentially is supporting Cardano's governance, is looking at that future product roadmap, and then the annual budget process, which is a bit to what you were speaking about, Tivo, before with the marketing working group. That's an input into this annual budget process. And it'll be the first of its kind. So we haven't done this before for Cardano. So it's all new for everyone. And I think it's really exciting, really challenging to come up with an annual budget for Cardano. What does that number look like? What do we want to focus on? What different players in the ecosystem have a role there? And Intersect is just trying to help coordinate and get a process that makes sense, at least in the first iteration. And then the idea is that we'll have an annual budget every year, of course. and then there'll be a roadmap associated to that budget, and we'll be delivering new features. So Ouroboros Laos is a good example of a feature that we want to put on the roadmap. We need to get DREPs and SBOs to approve that budget on chain, and then treasury withdrawals can start to be applied for against that budget. So there's a few steps and processes and stuff, but everything's sort of happening in parallel, and there's lots going on. So I do appreciate, for me to keep up with it and I do this full time, it's really quite hard for me to keep up with it. So I appreciate everyone else that has to really, definitely keep pace with this. We've got so many things happening in parallel. So I really appreciate everyone's energy, and it's a really exciting time to be in Cardano, and definitely at Intersect as well. So I think I've probably missed about 5 or 10 things, but I'll stop, Tivo, because I don't want to take up too much of the time.
Yeah, thank you. Avi, do you want to give a few notes on the other items there?
Yeah, just a few. I know Jack mentioned most of it, but I myself went to Cardano Codex 2024 in India, in Chennai and Hyderabad, and great feedback from everyone who attended, and there were a lot of signups to Intersect. So if you guys are listening in, hello, hi. And the next ones are coming in Delhi and then Bangalore, so next month. So yeah, looking forward to that. Of course, our team is in Blockchain Rio. So if you guys happen to be there in Blockchain Rio, so do go to our booth. We have an Intersect booth there. And of course, our community hubs are doing great. We are going to have a second town hall for the Sri Lanka hub. This Saturday, I put through the event into the calendar, so do check our event tabs. And also, there is an in-person meet with the African hub, community hub in Goma. That's Democratic Republic of Congo. That's our VADA team who are doing Intersect Community Hub for us there. So they are going to have about over 100 participants coming in over the weekend. So really exciting times for the community hubs there. Other than that, that's all really. Yeah.
Nori, you want to add something?
Yeah.
Just a question, if there's a definitive source to look to find all the different hubs and how to contact them if someone's interested in joining or finding out more.
Yes, Nuri, there is, if you can go to Discord, you will see the community hubs.
Yeah, so Discord is the place to go for.
Yeah, but if you need even more in-depth information, I'm more than happy to help you out. Nuri, just hit me up and I'll be more than happy to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Also, you can find it on Gitbook. I'll just put the link in the chat for you.
Thanks,
Yes. Thanks, Chairman.
All right, thanks for the updates. And now let's move to the final step. And okay, but now connecting and integrating. So last time we did a small experiment with 2 people per breakout rooms. So idea is that we will create now 3 people groups. So there are 3 person per breakout room. Each group will automatically assigned to their own breakout room. So from my side, I will do a Zoom settings and then everybody will split down. You don't have to find your room. And then in the room, everybody has about 2 minutes to share about something meaningful about themselves, or like who are you, or why are you in Intersect, or why are you in this call, or if you have some kind of news to share, and this is also an opportunity. And around 7 minutes, we close it up and we're all back in here. So basically, here I spent about 3 minutes to share this process, and now we go into 7-minute breakout rooms. You each have 2 minutes, and because we are like odd amount of people, let's say 9 breakout rooms, that would be 27 people. So theoretically, everybody should be 3 people in breakout rooms. And then, yeah, after that, 2 minutes back to Horent, and then we kick off with the after town hall. Any questions before I drop you in? Nope. Yeah, let's see. After that, I guess I end the quiz, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should have done it before. we'll see. And we'll create rooms and we'll throw you in wherever you are going to get thrown into. Or maybe you have to choose to join that room. That's also an option.
Okay, see you on the other side.
Welcome back, Sebastian. Was your room quiet?
Yeah, I was alone in
Okay,
my
because
local
from
room.
my side I do. Okay, yeah, Seidu. Yeah, Seidu is here. Stefan is here. Good point. Yeah, and I am
Yeah,
here.
you
So
can.
unlucky rotation. Or I can throw you into
Uh,
room where you might not see people. So let me try pursuit somewhere.
Sure.
Move to room 5.
Hey there, I got kicked out. It looks like I was going into a room by tables, but I got kicked out on accident.
Okay, I will throw you to room 9. Room 9.
Hello, I'm here. I'm working and multitasking, so I wasn't sure what to expect with this meeting, but I'm mostly able to just listen at the moment and not participate.
Okay. Yeah, well, that we didn't even thought before. So, but this time we thought ahead at that much that we had made now 3 people, so that theoretically there is still 2 people in the room. And
Okay.
well, statistically, it's looking much better than last time.
Yeah, I guess that's an issue, isn't it? Sometimes people are multitasking. So, not everyone can interact, I suppose.
Now also wondering when did we start this experiment, because I didn't put the timer or anything.
You have to use a gut feeling, Tiva.
The link to RSP. So the last time something was said in the chat was 3 minutes ago.
So you're going to talk about the poll when people come back. Yeah.
Yeah, I will then share results, I guess. And
yeah,
but we won't analyze it, right? We just kind of share it, maybe spend 30 seconds, and then people take it as it they take it, and or we want to have some option.
I think it's more to just say what the results are. I don't know. Maybe call out people if they want to say something about it. I'm not sure.
Hello, I think Duncan, Connor, are you joining back from the breakout room?
We are indeed.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
We weren't quite sure whether you automatically brought us back or whether we had to sort of leave it when we were finished and it just brought us back. I wasn't quite sure, so apologies if we're back early.
It's fine. We're the first people coming back in 1 minute. Actually, just time ticked, so I'm going to send a notification to automatically pull people back, and that's another update we could add to the next town hall if you do it again. Close our rooms, and now people should get notification. Hello, welcome back. Statistically, it went much better than last time. There was few rooms that realized that in different situations they were not able to talk with anybody, but with quick reshuffling, every room had 2 or 3 people. How did you feel about this experiment? Should we continue, or is it too naughty for us?
I think it's useful to meet other people. Maybe give us a discussion topic. It was possibly hard to know how to start the conversation in the room.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should put them in front. I share a few ideas, but nothing was on slides, so visually maybe it's better. Thank you for that. Also, I'm going to now drop in the poll results, and let's share them. Everybody should be able to see, but I'm not aware if the people in Zoom will see, so I'm going to. Can you see these results? Well, I'm sharing on screen, I mean, or this is slide deck. Yeah, okay, it seems everybody in the Zoom chat has the option to share. Just trying to show it in the town hall video to what then people were thinking. So something interesting that what are the main reasons? There are three top things that were pointed out. So that's interesting, and something that is not yet in this list and should be worded differently. So it would be interesting to know what are these. So if you are in this call still, drop your other option in the Zoom chat and let us analyze and see what did you guys come up with. And those who are watching and see like, wait a second, that is also not the same that you were expecting. I don't know, maybe we can do it asynchronously or just join next town hall and let's see what quizzes pop up. And most meaningful result I see in here from these participants, trust and reputation is what makes this governance happen. You see that. Mike, you have your hand up.
Yeah, thanks, Tivo. I just want to say that I think the breakout rooms is a really good idea because it's easier, at least for me, to talk to a couple of people, 2 or 3 people. It's much easier. You can't really ask, say, someone in a 25-person conversation, what do they do? You know, you can't. You need to be able to split. I think it makes sense to go into smaller rooms because you don't take up the airtime, right? So I think it's a great idea, and in the 5 or 10 minutes that we had, I thought it was really valuable. So I'd vote for more. You just have to introduce yourself and go from there, I think.
So I totally agree with you. I also didn't have a clue who Robert was, and then Robert just said, "Yeah, I am so and so," and I was like, "Yeah, great. Let's just have a chat." So yeah.
You could never do that in a big room, though, because you feel like an idiot. Or say if you and I, Ab, start to have a little conversation,
Right now, we'll take over the whole. Yeah, we'll take over the whole town hall. Let's not do that. Yeah.
And also, looks like when I did share about poll results, I did not show my screen, so nobody saw anything on the town hall. So let me quickly just make a slide because I don't know how much editing there are gonna be later. Polls. Now pause your screen, take a whiff, and see what are the results, and then you can unpause and continue. So let's jump to the after town halls. So everybody who wants to have a topic in town hall can contact us in Intersect channel, town hall channel, or join us in the workgroup session if you want a bit more help, a bit more understanding how we run things. So each month we have this, and today we will have a governance before and beyond 1694 by Odin. If you mind, maybe give a quick intro and before I make the breakout room.
I'll let Nori so Nori and Harsha are here, but this is what we've been discussing in this last week in our plan for governance before and beyond 1694, a collaborative discussion about aspects of governance separate from formal proposals and committees, votes and vetoes. The ideas around bureaucracy, anarchy, and adhocracy and sociocracy, which is what we've been experimenting with quite a bit, and Odin, and how simple patterns of shared purpose and shared meaning and effective collaboration can be strong contributing factors connecting to the technicalities of governance.
Thank you. We had, of course, before also another work group, so some may be joined to join the constitutional work group topic, but the facilitators unfortunately couldn't attend, so we took it off last minute. I hope it's okay. If you still want to have this discussion, stay in the main hall room, and we can open room 1 topic and still kind of go with it and the agenda. But for now,
one of the topics we were thinking that related to the one from Odin was there's going to be 50 or more constitutional workshops around the world, and using some of the sociocratic techniques for workshop design and stuff were topics that we were thinking might be of interest if people wanted to talk about that as well. So we can transition into that kind of a conversation as well, of how we can use some of these principles around consent rather than consensus and other things to help drive our decision making at these workshops.
Yeah, so join us. That would be a great conversation to have, especially if anyone is in the call that is designing one of the constitutional workshops. That would be great. It'd be great to have a discussion around that, how you're designing it and what sort of things could be helpful.
So yeah, I think the room is open, so everybody join into that breakout room, and those who want to have a different discussion and something about Intersect, general news, that's any questions can be answered here. Other than that, yep, one topic today. And I'm gonna stop recording in here.